On the morning of a typical Ghanaian funeral, the family compound is rarely quiet. It is a massive, vibrant gathering where chairs are being arranged, canopies checked, and family elders are already receiving early guests. These events pull together a vast network of people: diaspora relatives landing from abroad, local church members, work colleagues, and chiefs and queen mothers, all arriving to pay respects. But a gathering of this scale is fragile. If the hearse is delayed at the morgue, it immediately pushes back the church service. Then, a missing usher means arriving mourners don't know where to go, creating bottlenecks. While guests are wandering, the catering team gets lost in transit, meaning the food service is pushed back by hours. And most critically, without a clear seating plan, an elder or a chief might arrive to find their reserved place taken, leading to deep cultural offense. A breakdown in logistics creates immense stress for a bereaved family. When the schedule collapses, the primary goal of respectfully honoring the deceased gets lost in the confusion. Avoiding that stress requires engineering the entire event days before the mourning arrives. This horizontal timeline maps out a typical day. Everything must be scheduled early, starting with 6 a.m. preparations, the body's arrival, burial service, reception, and closing announcements. But this only works if a designated person is attached to each task. A transport lead, for example, strictly manages where the hearse arrives and ensures parking is organized so buses do not block local roads during the procession. Meanwhile, a protocol lead secures clearly marked seating arrangements well in advance, ensuring that chiefs, elders, and VIPs are received with proper cultural respect. Delegating these responsibilities turns a chaotic crowd into a structured, manageable ceremony. This structure also applies to physical resources. A dedicated provisions team must manage the servers, coordinate a steady water supply, and set up waste bins. They also need a solid backup plan for food, because attendance at Ghanaian funerals frequently exceeds the family's initial estimates. Alongside food, financial support is a pillar of these events. Guests will bring envelopes, hand over cash, or send mobile money. You need a designated donation team whose sole duty is to physically receive and accurately record the names and amounts on those physical contributions. They are also responsible for verifying digital mobile money transfers and separating all contributions into clear categories, like church members, family, and personal friends. Formalizing this process protects the family's finances and keeps detailed records so cultural traditions are upheld without any missing funds. Even with a timeline and dedicated teams, scattered communication remains a major vulnerability. Someone might share an outdated poster, or critical details get buried in a flood of group WhatsApp messages. This fragmentation is especially hard on diaspora relatives, who might miss schedule changes or the link to watch the livestream entirely. To solve this, services like Ghana Memorial Products allow families to consolidate all of their event information onto a single, dedicated digital funeral page. This ensures the exact timeline, live stream access, and digital donation links are hosted in one reliable place for everyone. These digital tools extend well beyond the day of the burial, offering permanent assets like an online condolence book and a GPS pin for the exact grave location. Meticulous planning and digital tools remove the burden of logistics from the bereaved. They allow the family and the entire community to focus entirely on celebrating a lasting memory of their loved one.